Heather's heart pounded so violently she could almost hear it echoing through the silence of her dimly lit home office. She leaned in closer to the computer screen, her hand trembling slightly as she replayed the security footage once again. Each replay seemed to tighten the knot in her stomach, turning the familiar comforts of her home into something foreign and unsettling. The grainy image showed Jackie, their trusted housekeeper, standing alone in the living room, clutching Heather's beloved locket tightly in her hand. But it wasn't theft. It was Jackie's face that made Heather's breath catch in her throat. Her expression was one of such deep, profound sorrow that it sent a shiver down Heather's spine. Heather rubbed her temples, desperately trying to reconcile the image on screen with the woman she thought she knew so well. She remembered Jackie's gentle smile, her soft voice that always seemed to carry a comforting tone. Jackie had joined their family almost a decade ago, shortly after Heather and Sam had welcomed their first child, Daniel, into the world. Heather had been apprehensive at first. Bringing someone new into their home felt intrusive, maybe even risky. But Jackie came highly recommended, praised by neighbors for her kindness, professionalism, and reliability. Almost immediately, she proved herself to be an invaluable presence in their lives, caring not only for the house, but genuinely looking after Daniel with a mother's affection. Over the years, Jackie became an essential part of the family. Birthdays, holidays, milestones, Jackie had celebrated alongside them, often helping Heather through difficult moments with gentle reassurance and quiet wisdom. Jackie's unwavering kindness was so deeply woven into the fabric of their lives that Heather could hardly imagine a day without her. Yet now, Heather was forced to confront the painful possibility that she never truly knew Jackie at all. The more Heather replayed the security footage, the more doubt clouded her memories. Little things, previously dismissed as insignificant, now felt heavy with meaning. Jackie lingering strangely around family portraits, touching keepsakes longer than necessary, or casting fleeting, unreadable glances at Sam during family gatherings. Heather's mind raced, caught between confusion and suspicion. The trust she had placed in Jackie now felt fragile and uncertain, as if everything she had believed about their relationship was suddenly cast into doubt. Heather shut off the computer, knowing she had to confront Jackie, yet unsure how to approach the sensitive topic. Her mind drifted back to the incident at the park earlier that week, when Catherine, the neighborhood gossip, had whispered suspicions about Jackie's intentions. Heather had dismissed Catherine's insinuations at first, annoyed by her penchant for drama. But now, those words echoed in her mind, taunting her with the possibility that maybe Catherine's suspicions were justified. The next day, Heather's interactions with Jackie were painfully awkward. Each polite exchange carried a tense undercurrent, both women avoiding direct eye contact. Heather watched Jackie carefully, noticing how she seemed slightly withdrawn, her usual warmth replaced by an air of quiet sadness. Finally, unable to bear the silence any longer, Heather gently asked Jackie to sit down with her at the kitchen table. Jackie's eyes instantly filled with apprehension, her fingers nervously twisting in her lap. Heather's heart broke a little as she struggled to begin the conversation. Taking a deep breath, Heather spoke carefully. "Jackie, I've noticed some things recently, things I don't understand. I saw something on the security camera that made me worried. I just need to understand what's going on." Jackie's face drained of color, her eyes suddenly brimming with tears. After a long pause, she began speaking, her voice barely more than a whisper. "Heather, I'm so sorry. I never meant for you to see that. I swear. I wasn't trying to betray your trust. It's just..." Her voice trailed off as tears fell freely down her cheeks. Heather reached out instinctively, placing a comforting hand on Jackie's trembling fingers. "Jackie, please tell me what's going on. Whatever it is, we can handle it together." Taking a shaky breath, Jackie finally opened up, revealing the secret pain she had hidden so carefully for years. "Before I moved here, I had a daughter named Mia," Jackie began, her voice breaking as memories flooded her mind. "She was the center of my life, the light of my world. She had a locket exactly like yours. It belonged to her grandmother, my mother. Mia passed away suddenly in a terrible car accident when she was just 16. Losing her nearly destroyed me." Heather felt a chill run down her spine, the revelation striking her deeply. She'd known Jackie for years, yet had never suspected the heavy burden of grief she carried. "I had no idea," Heather whispered softly, squeezing Jackie's hand gently. Jackie continued, her voice steadying slightly. "When I saw your locket that day, it was like Mia was standing there beside me again. I didn't mean any harm. I never took it. I just needed to hold it, to feel close to her one more time. Your family has been my refuge all these years. Caring for Daniel has given me purpose again, and I never wanted my past grief to burden you." Heather's eyes filled with tears, guilt washing over her for having doubted Jackie's intentions. "Jackie, I'm so sorry. I should have trusted you. I let someone else's words poison my thoughts." Jackie shook her head softly. "No, Heather, I understand. You had every right to question it. I should have been open with you about Mia. It's just been too painful to speak about until now."
After that heartfelt conversation, Heather and Jackie found themselves closer than ever. Jackie gradually shared more memories of Mia, and Heather listened with compassion and genuine interest. Their relationship deepened, built now on complete honesty and mutual understanding. Heather also realized the danger of letting outside gossip undermine her trust. She vowed to guard against it in the future, knowing firsthand how damaging rumors could be. One evening, several months later, Heather surprised Jackie with a beautifully framed photograph, a copy of Mia's picture that Jackie had shown her, set lovingly beside Heather's own family portraits on the mantelpiece. It was Heather's quiet way of honoring Jackie's past and recognizing the depth of their friendship. Jackie's tearful embrace spoke volumes. In the end, what began as a painful misunderstanding led Heather and Jackie toward a bond that was stronger and more authentic than ever before. Heather learned to see Jackie not only as a trusted employee, but also as a resilient, deeply human woman who had survived immense loss with courage and grace. Their home became a warmer, more meaningful place because they chose to face the truth together. The security footage that initially sparked fear and suspicion had, in fact, opened the door to deeper empathy and compassion. Heather now knew that trust wasn't merely about blind faith. It was about having the courage to understand, accept, and love one another, despite the secrets and pains that everyone carries within their hearts.